right, one goose has made it to the 141 Speedway New Year's Day Chill Chaser 200 lap enduro race. It is like 12 degrees outside. Wind chill puts it at a feels like 0-ish. She's definitely a chilly one. We've got a track that's pretty much frozen with a little bit of snow on top of it. Definitely should have an interesting start to this race. I'm not sure exactly how many we had pre-registered, but I know it's definitely one of the better turnouts that I've seen here. I apologize, I know there's some music playing. YouTube may slap me for that, that's all right. It is also a little windy out here, so I'm not sure how well you're gonna be able to hear me. But pretty much everybody is through tech now, so I'm going to take a quick walk through the cars that are out here, get you guys a chance to see who's going to be competing today. A lot of these cars you'll have seen before. As we've said in the past, these guys put their stuff back together, they come back out and run it again. So we're going to take a little bit of a lap through. We'll see as many cars have made it through tech, and then if we can get through the pits, we may do that as well. We can take a walk over here by camera shy Josh and see how he's doing. How's your day been so far, Josh?
Do you hear the beeps?
I hear beeps.
Yeah, that's how my day's going so far.
Are we still having problems?
Oh yeah. Son of a bitch.
Sounds like we need to unhook the battery while she sits on here.
Yeah.
Is it still gonna start?
I mean, it's just some beeps, right?
Yeah, beeps aren't bad.
I mean, how much power can a beep take?
Do you know this guy?
No idea. Oh no, that's Mickey Shalley. He might push me.
Alright, so he'll jump start you if you need to. Push start you if you need to. Right. So, how late were you working on the car?
4 o'clock this morning. Well, yeah, it was about 4 o'clock.
The beauty of racing. Welcome to 2019.
Yeah, I thought I was done at 1 and electrical problems, who'd have thunk. And
not a Honda.
Well, this thing's I think the wires actually hold it together.
It's a beaut. Can't wait to see it on the track again.
It's won one of these before, so.
Good deal. Let's get another one. All right, we'll continue around the pits, show you what's going to be competing today, see if anybody else is brave enough to say some words in front of the camera. These guys are, like I said, a little bit more shy. They're not used to seeing me walking around sticking the camera in their face, so it is what it is. They're going to get used to it. Matt has asked me to be a little bit more involved, so we're going to make sure that we get as much footage as possible. At the end of this video, you should be seeing the drivers meeting. I want to actually try to put you a little bit more, in with the racers, get a chance to see everybody and a little bit more about what this series is about. So we'll make sure that we get you that footage as well. Matt has asked for a little bit more of an inside view as far as what you guys could typically expect at these types of events. These are some of the best guys you're ever going to run against. Definitely a great crew. I saw a lot of people helping each other out in the pits already. Josh being one of them. He's a buddy of mine. Had his ignition cylinder froze. People are running around with torches trying to get it thawed out for him so that he can have a go at it, make sure that he can get in tech line soon enough to be able to reserve his spot, because he's got one of his best starting finishes. As we're walking here, that's going to be the lineup where everybody starts. So I believe he is inside second row. But as you can see, we got a pretty good, decent turnout of cars. Camera's probably not going to be moving a ton during the actual race because I can't feel my hand as it is just from this little walk around. So probably going to throw her up on the tripod and hopefully we'll be able to get you guys the best action possible. We're going to be able to cover all of the front stretch coming out of turn 4 down to 1 and 2, and you'll be able to see to right about where I'm standing now actually. So you should be able to see a decent amount of the action. If you guys have questions, for those of you folks that follow me on the Derby side of things, if you have questions, throw them in the comments. Myself, Matt may monitor it, who knows. We'll be able to answer your questions for you. If you might want to get involved in the series, these guys do a hell of a job. You're looking at races that are $5 grand to win, so definitely worth putting something together to come out and join these guys. Oh. Alright, had to switch hands, so sorry if my camera work gets even worse than normal, but I was unable to feel my right one there for a little bit. So what do you guys think? We've had a couple of these races on now. You guys like the footage? You like seeing the Impact Survival Series? I can tell you this race is going to be a little bit crazy, especially in the beginning. Everybody trying to get a feel for this ice. Definitely going to be sliding some distance. I have been on this track in the ice. It's definitely an interesting ride, that's for sure. You always have potential for the track to chunk out a little bit, but actually it looks like it's in pretty decent shape this year. I got our last 2 cars back here, and then I'm going to put my gloves back on and work my way back towards the front because I am definitely starting to get a little bit cold. I may take a little bit of a walk back through the tech line also, show you guys what's coming up, and then at the end of this video, like I said, you'll be seeing the drivers meeting. We'll be back with you here and snap a finger.
Thank you so much for being here. Everybody always asks me the official car count, and I apologize, I don't have the official car count. But with 85 of you pre-registered and knowing that we pick up about 10% every race, that's going to logically put us in the 90s somewhere. So I don't know how many got Mike on got the unpre-registered. Where do you line up?
They're in the back, or the penalty car. I don't know. I don't know how many I had through tech either. So
anyhow, great showing. Appreciate it a lot. So glad you guys all come out and continue to support this. Hey, let's have a hand for 141 for having us, all right? And 141 wanted you all to know, Toby, Dan, Scott, that they all appreciate you all being here, all right? This is a great event. It's a tradition. I started this tradition way back in the year 2000, back when it was blacktop, in an effort to be the first race of the new millennium. So, how many cars did we have at that race?
32.
Who said that? Pull. Spend too much time on the internet, on Facebook.
He lives on there.
But he actually listened to the video, even that choppy one.
32.
Outside, front row. There you go. Just outside. So, all right, yeah, when we go out there, you can have the pole spot for paying attention. And thank you, because you are one of the, like so many in this group, one of the many reposters of stuff. You know, you're all promoters in your own right, and you're all helping this grow. I'm proud as hell to steer the damn ship, but I mean, really, it's you guys and the people that work for me. I'm just really glad to be doing this and hope it goes on for a long time. And I tell you right now, it doesn't show any sign of letting up. So we've got 7 more races this year. We got 1 more in the spring for some of you guys, because I know this race in particular, we got to get a lot of one-timers here. And that's fine. We're glad to have you. I think maybe one day you'll venture out to another one. Got a lot of dirt-only guys that never come to a blacktop show, and once it's season, I mean, but when it's May and June and July, that's it. You're busy racing. I get it. But we added another preseason race at Dells Raceway Park, March 16th. So it's probably going to be a nicer day than it will on March 16th. But basically about the same weather, but that'll kind of be an asphalt race, kind of like this is kind of a dirt race. But if you all want to put that on your schedule, I think that's going to be a lot of fun, because that place is about shut down in March. We'll be able to take over to town. We'll see if we get a big deal from a water park or something, bring the kids, and you know, again, we'll have another fun event like we always do. Continue the dumb, stupid fun. So today's event, either myself or John Markham will be on the other end of the receiver. The standard receiver frequency 454-0000, the simple one. And I try like heck to keep you guys out of trouble. Try to tell you where the shit's stacked up. I try to tell you where to go when there's a pile up, and you can only do so much, and it's really hard if you can't hear me. So again, I always preach for good earbuds, fresh battery. Was it 3 years ago? The guy leading the race was the only guy without a receiver. Boom! Red flag came out, everybody stopped, he took his radiator out. Hedrick, Jeremy. boom, wrecked his day. But again, I give you good information, so hopefully we'll get it to you. So, what do you got? Saw how tech go today?
I've seen better. A lot better. You guys have done a lot better than what I saw today. Now, the biggest thing that I was mostly concerned about, which I always am, is safety. And that's my priority number one. Some of you guys maybe had something where it was a little questionable, a little in the gray, whatever. Some of you guys were told, I'm going to let you run this today, next time, no. Well, I keep notes of that stuff and I remember all that stuff. So if I see it at the Dells, if it's the same car, expect to be penalized, and I might even make it a double on it because you were told. So the biggest thing for this race is, since we get so many cars, we'll get less of a tech opportunity for time. I want to make sure the safety is the biggest thing. So as far as performance goes and other things like that, well, you guys know.
We'll tech them afterwards for a
Yeah,
round of diff.
we're going to check after.
Oh, you're checking that today?
Yeah! Don't finish in the top 10.
11th place, here I come.
Unless I think of anything as we go.
What you got, Mike?
All right. Some things we want to go over. Car number 90, car number 110, the two that were penalized. When we get closer to going and everybody moves up, pull to the rear. When we move the cars up, if there's a gap, don't leave it in front of you. Close it up. They aren't here or something happened.
I'm going to attempt a rolling start.
Okay. I'm not going to have my receiver today.
Okay.
When you come in, if you're black flagged or Matt tells you to come in, watch your speed in the pits. More importantly, watch your language talking to the officials. If you're getting penalized for something, rough driving, and you're over here in the penalty box, timing ain't going to start until you quit cussing. And then it'll be 1 minute on the first time, it's 3 minutes on the second, and if you get 3 warnings for rough driving, you're just on the trailer.
Larry's not here today, he's racing.
I don't know if Matt covered it while you guys are running. Remember your hand signals. If guy in front of you or you have problems, it might help. Hold it a second. How many new guys we got here today? First timers?
Feels like.
One thing you will see me do, if you're borderline rough driving, I will hold this furled up and point at you. Matt should be telling you on the receiver. That is a warning. If I got to warn you twice, it's automatic penalty. Just remember, if it's furled up, if it's open, it's for you. And I do my best to point with the red flag so you catch who it is while we're running. Anybody got any questions for me? Holy shit, I'm doing this too right. Good luck, everybody, have fun. Remember, we're here to have fun first.
Yeah, a couple final things. Yes, our motto, our moniker is dumb, stupid, fun. So, obviously, we're all standing around here. Not as bad as last year, but boy, were we a bunch of fucking idiots. so we got the dumb and stupid figured out, but now we got to have some fun. So, and that's what this event is. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, it's more fun for some than others when they get a big payday. Hopefully, none of you are counting on that to make your mortgage this month or not. It's more like winning the scratch off and going woohoo, you know. But again, you got to finish to even have a chance at this race. This race is always fun because horsepower's out the window. It don't freaking matter. You know, this is a whole different skill set. We've seen so many different winners here. Y'all got a really, really good chance of it. And if you'll work with me on the receivers, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try a roll and start. Tried that at Wausau. We almost had it. One guy's car died. I mean, it don't take a whole hell of a lot to get everybody going 20 miles an hour and then say, hey, guess what? We're going green. And then everybody can step on it. But the thing is, when you do the dead start, boy, the guy that got the really shitty draw, the guy that started in 85th, yeah, he does almost go down a lap by lap one. You know, the leaders come barreling up and they get up 5, 6, 7 rows up there, and there's a dozen cars down a lap. So if we can do the rolling start, I like that better, personally, and you all should too, because, well, unless you're the front row guy that wants to start putting people down a lap right away, but the rest of you would like probably a fair opportunity to start on the same lap and run on the same lap. So we'll give it a try, and if it goes well, that's what we'll do. And if not, we'll do the standing stop like we always do.
Penalty box is going to be right here.
Penalty box, if I tell you that you need consultation, if you get the black flag, and you get one of our penalties to come on in here and hang out for a minute, yeah, it'll be right here on the ramp.
Right before the steps here, so we still got room to get other cars past you on the racetrack.
Yes, definitely stay off to one side because there'll be other guys that have been in and out for a flat tire. And despite the fact that we can't really hurt the racetrack in this frozen condition, I mean, a flat tire, you're getting a black flag, so that's just so we're consistent in everywhere we go and everything we do.
If you ignore it, you'll get put on the trailer.
What about the left rear? Even then?
Even the left rear. Go put a little extra air in it right now.
What about on the way to the track?
You're internet famous, Tommy. I love you, man. He's been damn near more at ease than anybody here, so he's definitely in the top list. So, yes. The quickest way off the racetrack is what I'm always looking for. Because yes, when you do die out there, we do want you to hustle and get off the track so the race can continue. So, want to try and get this thing in and done without freezing anybody. Oh, Larry, who was that for? The ninth guy out?
Kevin, do it!
Ninth guy out. Larry Blonder, the ninth car not running today. He's used to pissing away $100. Yeah, usually that's right. He loses it to Denny in a bet. So he's giving it to the ninth guy out. Also, hey, is Bill Morrison here? Where you at, Billy? Hey, we now have all year, 11th through 20th, thanks to Billy Morrison. Let's hear that, huh? 419 car, don't hit the 419. But in reality, Billy's turned as many laps as you guys. It was just back with Flintstone cars like 50 years ago or something, but he's an old school racer, so you can certainly rub on him and put a tire mark on him just like anybody else. But let's try not to take him out because he's taking real good care of us. So 11 through 15, you all get $100 thanks to Morrison Auto Parts. 16 through 20, you all get 75. And then we have a hard luck award that's going to go to one of the bottom 10. Not number 9.
Not the ninth out, yeah.
They'll get $25 walking around money, drinking money, gas money, back home, whatever, and a paid admission to our next event. So I figured I didn't want to give it to the last place guy because then there's no reason to get back in the race. Right? It's like, oh, I already made an entry at 25, so it'll be either a random draw or I'll let the announcer pick something, but someone in the bottom 10 is going to get that hard luck award. So Matthew Elsinger, you need to sign some paperwork up at the pit. Where you at, buddy?
I'm here.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
What branch you in?
Marine Corps.
Marine Corps? On leave?
Yes, sir.
He came home to a surprise Christmas present of being entered in the race. Thank you for your service, Matthew. I hope this isn't the only time we see you, bud. We want you to keep coming back. So
Give him the pole. He's got the pole. Right there.
Yeah.
Serious, give him the pole.
Yeah.
He's got
you want to donate
got
your
it.
pole?
You got the pole.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Dan. That's how I love this group. I appreciate every one of you. Again, 141 is really grateful and glad that we are all here. We're going to keep this going for a lot of years. We need to fire this off exactly at 1 o'clock with the anthem. 9 minutes outside of your cars for the anthem. The crews can go out there with you. Thank you all.